Well, it's a new era for the Pacific men's basketball team in Stockton. They found their next head coach, and boy, does he bring a lot of experience and accolades to the new job. Now, I had a chance to catch up with Mr. Dave Smart, and as you can imagine, he's excited for this new challenge.
What was appealing about this job? Why come to Stockton to be the head coach for the Pacific men's basketball team?
Number one, I want to be a head coach again. I've had a good time. I had a wonderful experience at Texas Tech, and I was joking with someone that, when I was at Carleton, I felt like this is crazy. I could go down and we could be great right away. And then after spending a year at Tech and everything that I experienced and learned, and I go, there are a lot of things that if I had gone straight into it, it would have taken a while. Like there would have been a lot of missteps if I hadn't had that year that I had. Adam and Chris are a big part of why I was excited about Pacific. I feel like they're committed to men's basketball and determined to make men's basketball something special and solid and having some sustained success. It's in California. It's close to a lot of great things. The weather's great. The area's great. But being in Stockton, our guys it's a little bit of kind of combining the big city, because you got Sacramento, Oakland, San Francisco, San Jose so close, and the beach so close. But you can kind of do it like Texas Tech, like Lubbock, where you're in Stockton, you can lock in on what you need to do from a basketball academic standpoint.
One of the things is that whenever you have a new head coach take over a program collegiately, a lot of times new head coaches want to instill a new culture, a new philosophy, a new way of doing things. What would you say Dave Smart's coaching philosophy is, and what he's trying to instill in the Pacific men's basketball program?
Culture is a funny word. Everybody talks about culture, and everybody talks about how they have to have great culture. To me, it comes down to trust and hard work, and like-minded people, and being honest and mostly being honest in the recruitment, so that when the players get here, they know what's going to be, and it's not going to be something different. Because if you're not honest about what the expectations are in the recruitment, when they get here, you lose them anyway. If you spent 20 minutes with me, you'd know I make a lot of mistakes. Like I'm the farthest thing from perfect, but I do feel like not many people are going to work harder than I'm going to work, or my staff, because I'm not going to bring anyone in who doesn't work at that level. I thought I was brilliant till I got married. Then I realized that my wife has made me probably a 50% better coach, because before I met her, I thought I was pretty good, and then you get humbled, and it's good, It's helped me in many aspects. Then I have 2 kids, and then you really become humble. then I once I had those 2 kids, I made a lot of phone calls to parents of kids I had coached and said, you know what? Remember when I told you you were the worst parent I've ever had? You are now the second worst parent I've ever been around, because I am number 1. This thing is hard.
How confident are you that you can bring a winning culture back to Pacific men's basketball team and get them to where you ultimately envision that you can get this program to?
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't very confident. I've been very fortunate to have the players I've had in my career, and won at the level we've won at, and my expectations are to ultimately win. It's funny, because I read something a few days ago about what Jay Wright, and Jay's a good friend of mine, but what Jay Wright and Mike Krzyzewski and somebody else's first 3 years record was And in this day and age, they would have been fired after year 2, and they're all Hall of Famers. I'm extremely confident that we will get where we need to get to, and I think I have enough experience behind me to understand what we need to do and why I am confident. But I'll tell you, I mean, this league is tough. I mean, you look at the teams in this league, and I know everybody talks about Gonzaga, St. Mary's, and they should. I want to be part of a team that hopefully can contend for that league championship, but then also, get some wins at the NCAA tournament.